Hey everyone, Alex from O'Brien here. I often get questions about which implant systems I recommend, which ones are my favorite or easiest to work with, and in this video, I'm going to discuss several aspects that should be considered when choosing an implant system. And I want to emphasize that I'll be speaking from my perspective on restorability only. Other factors such as the implant alloy, body style, surface technology, and many other aspects should be considered, but I won't be covering them in this video. And so probably the biggest restorative factor is the abutments. Most implant systems have a variety of stock and custom abutment options, and so a big consideration when choosing a system is to determine the types you prefer and make sure you choose a system that meets those preferences. The most common type of abutment we use at our lab is custom titanium, and honestly, those are available for almost every system out there with just a few exceptions. Other abutment options include custom zirconia, stock titanium, UCLA, and angled screw channel abutments. And the thing is, most of those options are available for the major implant systems used in the United States. And so usually it's not a matter of one implant being better than the other, but a matter of specific systems not being well suited for a certain type of case or restorative plan. For example, if you're planning for screw-retained splinted restorations, dense-ply Astra implants might not be a good option because implant-level non-engaging UCLA abutments aren't available for Astra. You can still do screw-retained bridges on Astra implants, but it would require using uni abutments or third-party parts. Another example is if it's determined during the implant planning phase that angled screw channel abutments will need to be used, you want to make sure the system you're working with has the type of abutment you want to use. For instance, Nobel Biocare's angled solution consists of a zirconia top portion with a metal base. And if you want to do a full zirconia crown or bridge, this is a great solution. However, if you want to do PFM, this really isn't the best choice. You should also keep in mind that most 3mm diameter implants have less abutment options than the larger sizes. Those 3mm implants are often placed in lateral incisor positions with the expectation of doing zirconia abutments, but that's not an option for most 3mm implants. And zirconia implants have even fewer options. The Nobel Pearl from Nobel Biocare only has 2 abutment options available, straight zirconia and angled zirconia. And those are stock abutments. There's no custom option available for the Nobel Pearl implants. Likewise, the Straumann Pure implant only has 1 style of abutment available, a titanium base with 2 height options. Aside from the abutment options, other components should be considered as well. For example, when it comes to impression copings, some companies offer them in multiple emergence profiles, while others only have 1 option for each platform. Whether or not this is important depends on how you take your impressions. If you use stock impression copings as is, it's beneficial to use one that matches the diameter of the healing abutment. If, however, you make custom impression copings to match a temporary restoration, then 1 impression coping option is adequate. Another factor that I think is really important is the long-term stability of the company. I always recommend choosing one of the well-established companies, which include Straumann, Nobel Biocare, Zimmer Biomet, Dentsply, BioHorizons, and several others. There's a much higher likelihood that those companies will be around for the life of the implant, which makes it easier to get replacement screws or new abutments when it's time for the crown to be replaced. So I want to make it clear that I don't really have a favorite system, but I do think that depending on the restorative plan, some systems will be better suited than others to achieve your desired result. And we're always happy to consult with you on those restorative plans prior to implant placement. I hope you found this video helpful, and as always, feel free to contact us with any questions.